Hello and welcome to Aulani, a Disney resort and spa about 30 minutes outside of Honolulu, Hawaii. This is a Disney Vacation Club resort that is open to all fans of Disney alike. We are going to do so much today, from checking out snorkel expeditions to a room tour to restaurants, all my reviews on anything, and of course there are going to be some characters sprinkled along the way. So let's head inside the resort and check things out. So the first thing you'll notice walking inside the door is the beautiful craftsmanship of this resort. There's so much art, there's so much tradition and culture that is ingrained into the walls, into the art, into the lighting, into every single thing in this resort. I have a full walking tour with a cast member that shows off every single inch of this lobby, just to let you know some of the behind-the-scenes secrets and details that you can't just see looking around with your own eyes. One thing I will point out, which I think is pretty cool, is these poles here are meant to represent the chief of Aulani Resort, which here would be Mickey Mouse. That's why these feathers are Mickey Mouse's colors. Now, as soon as you walk in, the resort is separated into two wings, the left side and the right side over here. The left side is a little bit more feminine in the architecture. There are a little bit more waving lines. All the portraits are female, and it carries out through the detail and the artwork inside the resort. And on the right side, it's a little more masculine, a little bit more angular and rough and rugged. This is all purposeful, and it's part of the story of the resort. There are these beautiful water features that is difficult to see at night, but during the day just look stunning on the way to the check-in area. Speaking of, on the left side is where you can book all of your excursions from the resort, and on the right side is check-in. Right behind check-in, all of these photos were taken by young students and are featured here in the resort. And you'll notice the back is shaped like a surfboard that is, of course, resort themed. And right across from check-in is this kid space where they have a TV. There's beautiful art all the way around. One thing I love are these things called mini hune, which is hidden around this resort. This illusion works very similar to the Haunted Mansion. I'm not going to reveal it, but if you look closely, you can probably tell how it's following me around. So the lobby's on the third floor. Here's a look at where we are and what we just did. We came here through the portico share, went to the right here to the front desk. Now we're going to head out to the Kapolei Valley. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but we're going to check out the lazy river, which is the stream here, the rainbow reef, the slides, the pools, the grotto over there, a secret grotto, a beach, some of the restaurants, and then we'll be right back to check out some other things way back here, because we have restaurants and shopping and all sorts of stuff here. So let's magically teleport down to the pool now and check out all the space there. And here we are right at the base of the lobby, and we're going to use that sort of as our wayfinding as we walk around this pool area of the resort. We're going to check out the lazy river, the slides, the restaurants, the bars, the shopping, everything down here first. Then we're going to head up in there and check out all the restaurants and the fitness center and everything that's up in there, and we're still going to do that room tour. But before we even go anywhere, I just want to show off how beautiful this koi pond is. There are so many moments like this at the resort with all of these little water features and the koi pond and everything, the fountains. This resort is really picturesque and beautiful to walk around. Speaking of stuff to walk around, right behind us is the lazy river. Now, this lazy river encompasses kind of the whole front half of this water park play area. I'm happy to be down here a little bit early so I can show you off some of the grounds without people running around, but I'll mix in some footage from later just so you can see how crazy this pool area can get. Now, one thing you can see from the pathways down here is there are rooms that are on the first level. Some people will pay a premium for this to be able to walk right out onto the pool deck, and there are pathways that will lead directly into your room. Right behind me is the children's splash pad, and I know a lot of these have official names. I'm just going to call this a splash pad to make it easier. When it's turned on, it looks beautiful. Now, at the top of the splash pad, you can see these little statues. These are called mini hune, and I heard last night that there are over 200 of them here at the resort just hanging around. Now, over there is the splash pad. Over here is the lazy river with the lobby right behind it. Our room is going to be right up there, but right behind us is where you need to get your wristbands. So you do need wristbands to be able to walk around the Aulani pool area and to be able to ride the slides and get chairs. All you need to be able to get your wristband is your room key. And keep in mind, your magic band that works at Walt Disney World or Disneyland does work here at Aulani as well. We're going to turn left here towards a really cool section that a lot of people will just walk by. I'm turning right here, and there is a really cool aquarium. So not only can you see above, but you can see below the beautiful beautiful fish, and for premium price, you can even pay to swim with the fish. Now, leaving this aquarium, we have two huts to the left here. One is shaved ice, and the shaved ice here is absolutely insane. And to the left of shaved ice is Mama's Snack Shop. We are filming this on Halloween, so if you're wondering why there are a lot of pumpkins around the resort, that's why. One really cool thing they offer here at Aulani is they have a refillable mug for $22.95. It is an Aulani mug, and you can refill it as many times as you want throughout the course of your entire stay here. Right across from Mama's and Papalua's is the Lava Shack. This sells all sorts of sundries and a couple different Aulani shirts, but most of that's going to be in the lobby. And it has a Coke Freestyle machine, which right now has some Halloween specialty beverages. As we're walking around, you'll notice that it's just a little bit wet. Throughout the day, it gets very, very, very wet here and incredibly slippery. So if you have any shoes that you're able to wear in the water, I would recommend bringing them. Tevas, Crocs, anything like that, because you might slip. Now, we walked really far. The lobby is way over there, and we've checked out all the stuff coming this way, but we still have a lot of stuff to check out on both sides. Over here is that volcano section with the two slides. This giant pool may look like nothing now, but during the day, trust me, it gets poppin'. They even have a pool party where you might see Max or Goofy or even Mickey dancing with people, and right after they're done dancing, they'll come out and do meet and greets. Now we're going to turn to the left and check out all the stuff on this side. And passing all the seating comes what I believe to be the nicest pool in the entire resort. It's kind of secluded on this end of the resort, right up against the Four Seasons, and it looks like a grotto. It is called the Ka Mako Grotto Pool, and it is an infinity edge pool with this beautiful design that kind of reminds me a little bit like you're under the sea with Ariel. And because we're out here in the morning, turning to the left of the grotto pool, you can see they have yoga classes out on the beach right now. If you were looking for privacy, there are a couple cabanas near the grotto pool that you can rent for the day. But if you wanted even more privacy than that, past that pool, past the restrooms, there's an even more secluded pool back here on this side of the hotel. As we walk around this side, I just want to show off some of the beautiful sculptures that are here and the lighting fixtures. While most hotels, even the Four Seasons next door, just looks like a white building with some modern amenities, this one really lets you know where you are and makes you feel like you are part of the island. Now, coming around a little further is Ulu Cafe. Inside of here, you can get all sorts of breakfast and throughout the day, some grab-and-go lunch. Ulu Cafe is right underneath the ocean front rooms at the edge of the tower. And right across from Ulu Cafe is this lava tube, or at least that's what it's called. There are turtles on the sign, but I don't see any turtles inside. Coming down a little further, over here is Rainbow Reef. Now, this is the other side of that aquarium we were looking at earlier, which is right at the base of that volcano structure. I don't know if it's a volcano. I've just been calling it that. But here's where you hop in to go snorkeling, and you can even see the aquarium viewing area right over there. And if you are curious, here are the pricing and hours, at least today, on a Halloween 2023 as to what this all costs. Now, we could just take this pathway all the way up and around to that side because we have not checked out that side of the pool, but I think it's just a little more fun to magically teleport. So let's teleport to that side of the pool. Isn't teleportation great? Okay, let's check out the stuff behind me. So we do have a couple slides here, and in front of us is the lazy river. If you see that waterfall right over there, that is part of the lazy river, and you can choose to get really wet on that. And you can see, looking up at the slides, there are a lot of hidden animals that are hidden inside the rockwork, similar to the Tree of Life at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Here is a look at the two slides, the Tubestone Curl and the Volcanic Vertical. The Tubestone Curl is the tube slide here, and it is incredibly entertaining, but yesterday, we ended up waiting about 20 minutes when the line was already down here, and we're already about 50% of the way up. Now, the Volcanic Vertical, it says vertical in the name. It is not a vertical slide. In fact, it's fairly slow, and the attraction does go by fairly quickly. Right here is where the tube slide lets out, and it lets out directly into the lazy river. Directly across from the slides, right here is a Stitch statue, and some people just take a photo with it because it's Stitch, but if you look underneath, just like a lot of the things here at the resort, it tries to teach you a little bit about the culture of Polynesia and how this one teaches you about Hawaiian chants and songs. Down just a little bit further is Auntie's Beach House, which has family activities. One thing that you can do here at the resort is they do rent out iPads or tablet devices where you can take tours of the mini huni around the resort and learn a little bit more. And coming around this side of the resort, you can see this is the bookend of one of the giant oceanfront sides. We have Off the Hook. This is the mobile order pickup location for it. Even around the other side, this is the side of Auntie's Beach House. They have a back lawn for kids and families to hang out in. Right across from Auntie's Beach House, over here is the Gas Grills. Coming down back to this side of the resort is the Ama Ama Restaurant. This is the oceanfront restaurant we had dinner at last night, and I would treat it similar to a fine dining restaurant at Disneyland. It is a fixed 4-course menu. It is a very limited selection with no room to get things that are off the menu, but the food is absolutely fantastic, and of course, views of the sunset from every single seat is just beautiful. While we were here last night, I got the duck for dinner, and for dessert, I got the chocolate mousse. My dad got this really cool cucumber fruit thing, and because it was my birthday, they decorated it, which was very nice. Speaking of a fine dining experience, this is definitely not where you want to go if you want to have a fast dinner. We were trying to get out by 7:30 to go on a cultural tour, and we were there for about 2 hours and were barely able to make it out in time. Now, coming down from the restaurant, you can just see kind of where we are in relation to the resort. I have to turn around and point out the beach. It is just so warm. The water is great. The sand is so soft. There's no rocks, and there are really nice walks you can take both to the right over there by the Four Seasons and over here to the left all the way to other hotels that are just very, very scenic. And there are rentals you can rent out, like paddle boards from Aulani or these nice sunshades, and there are rentals from other companies too. Just know that this beach is a public beach. When you are on this, even though the chairs are Aulani property, this beach is not. You share it with the Four Seasons, but public people can come on this beach. So if you have really nice stuff with you, I would keep that in your room if you're planning on spending the entire day on the beach. Coming down even further, this is the wedding venue here for the hotel. It is as picturesque on the inside as it is on the outside. Here is the photos that I was able to get online of it. I've only been here for about a day, and I've seen several weddings already. This seems like the perfect Disney escape wedding for you to have, and look just how beautiful it is here from the outside. And while there are a couple more grab-and-go locations down here, and of course the kids club, which you didn't really look at, and there's this really cool family center where today they were decorating pumpkins. Here's a look at some of them. My favorite, of course, is the Haunted Mansion ones. You know, that's my favorite attraction. There is just so much to look at. So we're actually going to head to a room tour right now. So we're going to head over to the 12th floor of Aulani to go check out a one-bedroom. And here we are outside room 1252 on the 12th floor. We have an ocean view studio. Let's head in and check things out. Now, coming inside the room, the first thing you'll see to your left is a huge kitchen. Now, because this is a DVC resort, it comes with a lot, including a full fridge, electric stovetop and microwave, a coffee pot with coffee, a sink, a dishwasher, and even a rice cooker. Also, all of these cabinets are fully stocked. Because this is a DVC resort, people are going to stay here for quite a long time. And because of that, right next to the kitchen is a washer and a dryer unit, and it comes with detergent. Next to the kitchen is a pretty large table able to seat probably 7 people, and there are hidden Mickeys inside the design of the sofa. This is our first time at Aulani, and it was so nice getting a note from Mickey Mouse saying that he hopes we have a magical stay, and I think this chocolate basket that he gifted us is definitely going to help with that. Now, next to the kitchen area is this living space. This sofa turns out into a full-size or queen-size bed. The ottoman has extra storage. Currently, there's a couple pillows in there for sleeping. And then right across from all of this is a TV, and you can see it's already customized with our last name, the Land, Ohana Land family. And right below the TV is a fold-down bed, which already has its sheets right here. And of course, we cannot talk about our stay at Aulani without talking about the beautiful views. Now, this one bedroom comes with 2 sets of chairs and tables so you can eat directly from your room, and this is an ocean view room. So you have great views onto all of the amenities and pool activities downstairs, and of course, the beautiful Pacific Ocean. Coming back inside, there is an adjoining room next door, which you could rent if your family was a little bit bigger than ours that's staying here. And we have a extra wall closet, as if there wasn't enough storage here. And next to this main room is the king size room. Now, coming into the king room, it is absolutely beautiful. The wall art, the decorations, giant TV with dressers and drawers. Oh, look, there's me. And you have a separate entrance onto the balcony from here. Now, underneath the bed, just know know that there is no underbed storage, so you're going to need to find somewhere else to put those suitcases. I do love this really cool, beautifully, looks to be hand carved, but probably isn't, Mickey lamp. Now, you'll be looking around like me, trying to find how to turn this thing on. Turns out this is controlled through the light switch to the room, which is right next to the door. So hopefully that saves you a little time. There are ample plugs on both sides of the bed, but if you are here with a lot of people and you have a lot of devices and you're planning on staying here for a while, I might want to bring an outlet extender because there's really only one here and a USB and a USB-C on this side. So if you're coming with a lot of devices, I would try and extend that as much as you can. Now, next to the bedroom is the restroom, and the restroom in the one bedroom is absolutely ginormous. So this first room has a sink and a full-size tub, and on this side, just has some storage for you and a luggage rack and an ironing board. Then coming inside the second room, this is where you have your commode and a fully walk-in shower with a bench. Here you have a second sink. So if you have more people staying with you, it's really nice that this bathroom can be separated by a door. So some people can be doing their business in here, some people can be doing their business in there. And I know this is just the smallest overview of everything in this room, but there's still so much to look at in this hotel. So back to Jake to check on some more stuff. And now we are back here in the lobby to check out everything else we have not looked at, from shopping to restaurants to the fitness center and more. So let's check that out. So we didn't really check out the view. We're going to pop out here to look at just the beautiful view you get of the valley, that pool section we were just looking at. This is also a great place to watch the sunset, which happens right out in front of this balcony. And now we're going to head to the right to check out some of the offerings here on this side. As we pass the check-in desk again, I just want to mention that there is an Aulani app, which, similar to the Disney Cruise Line Navigator app, gives you details on character meet and greet, special activities, fitness, and more. Coming down a little more, again, this is a DVC hotel, so we have a model of the Disney Wish and a DVC preview center over here. One thing I do want to point out here is the story of the Minahune, which are around the resort. There are also great photo ops here, like one here with Mickey Mouse, who's wearing a Villas at Disneyland Hotel button, Maui's Hook, and even a model of the new Villas at Disneyland Hotel, which just opened. Coming down further is the elevator well, so we're going to take this down to floor 1. And coming over just a little bit from the elevator wells on the first floor over here. So down this way is the Lani Vai Spa, which has all sorts of massages, treatments. They even have an outdoor private pool with an ice bath, and they have traditional Hawaiian hot stone massages. Next to that is Painted Sky, which was described to me as this resort's version of Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. And here at the end is the Mickey Fitness Center, which has a lot of Pelotons, which was very surprising. And now we're gonna head back up to the lobby to go check out some of the shops and restaurants and bars and everything that's accessible up there. So let's head over there. And now we're back in the lobby. Let's check out the other side. So turning to the left here, the first thing we're going to see on the left is a gift shop. Today is the last day they're going to be having Halloween merchandise in here, and they're going to be switching over to Melikalikimaka Christmas time. I was really surprised by the lack of selection that this store has, especially considering how many people come to the resort. There really wasn't that many unique items that I thought would work for me. There was a surprising amount of Halloween merchandise that was specific to Aulani, which I liked, but they also had items that were for DVC members. They had a sundry store over in the corner. There were, of course, Hawaiian shirts and things for Duffy and Friends. Now, Duffy and Friends do meet and greets around Aulani. Unfortunately, I did not see them on this trip. Of course, there is no shortage of merchandise here for Stitch. And if you want, it does appear as though there are Aulani magic bands, but I think you can get these anywhere because none of these say Aulani on them. I, for one, did get a bunch of Aulani pins, but they do have some magnets here as well. Some nice coloring books. And right across the way from this gift shop is all the 2023 merch, which is in this separate sort of gift area that you would check out in the gift shop. There's also this beautiful canoe out here and a description right here. I encourage you to pause just to read a little bit more about this canoe model. Now, coming down a little bit more, we have these beautiful sculptures. And again, if you want to learn more about these, please check out my cultural tour video. Going downstairs, that's where we're going to get to the restaurants and the bars, but we'll check that out in a bit, because coming coming down here, we have one more gift shop to check out. This gift shop, Halemanu, has a couple more specialty items here, like Hawaiian shirts and t-shirts. I was hoping for a Hawaiian shirt that was Aulani themed, that wasn't as Mickey-centric or character-centric, and I didn't get that for me here, but just for men, just so you can see, the current selection has this shirt and then a couple Nike golf polos down here. Here's a look at some of the women's offerings here, including some Loungefly bags and Dooney and Burke stuff. The fine art collector in me really does like these specialty items they have up front, including some Aulani-specific poster art, which I think looks fantastic. Now, to the left down this way is just guest room, so we're going to go across from Halemanu and head outside. Yes, outside, because there's some stuff out here before we even head back into the lobby. Now, coming out that door, there's a beautiful courtyard here, which is mainly used for events or conferences, because right here is the conference center. There are no conferences going on while I'm here right now, but you can see a wedding going on right down there, where they have Experiment 626 and Experiment 624 taking photos with a bride. They have this beautiful lawn here. These rooms that are facing towards the back here are standard view rooms, so if you don't have oceanfront, you'll be looking out here onto the courtyard. Right next to this courtyard space over here is the guest parking area. So if you are local and you're coming by, they do have parking available for you, and all the parking rates are online. We're gonna make a left turn and head down the stairs to some of the dining options down here. So right at the base of the stairs is Makahiki, which is currently being used for a character dining breakfast. I believe this used to be a buffet and they changed it over to a prefixed menu. Note that the prefixed menu that they have outside is incorrect. What they have here, they have 2 starters. That is not correct, and they will explain it when you get there. Of course, things might change by the time you get here, but we just had 1 starter, and there are roaming characters that come around. We had as roaming characters Pluto and Max, and then there are preset characters that you walk and stand in a line to get a photo with. So for us, that was Mickey and Chef Goofy. The food here was great, and for a character breakfast, it's very nice getting to guarantee that you're going to get intimate character moments with Mickey and his friends who are wearing their Hawaiian garb. As of today, to get the photos that the PhotoPass photographers take, it is $35 for the unlimited digital downloads, and then it is $35 if you want a single print, or you can combine them for $45 and get a single print and unlimited digital downloads. Right next to Makahiki is the Olelo room. So if you've seen any photos or videos of Aulani, it's probably featured this room. This room is so special, not just for guests, but also for cast members. It is a requirement that if you work here, you need to speak fluent Hawaiian, and that is because they are trying to educate you on the Hawaiian language. So everything behind the bar, you could see figures for noho, which looks to be a stool or a chair. And it also has written on the tables that what tables are. Some of these are Disney themed, like the castle over there, which looks very familiar for those of us who are familiar with Anaheim. But then there is everything else here, and they really do try and educate you and make you feel part of the culture. The drinks here are also absolutely fantastic, and it isn't just inside in here, but when you come outside, you can dine outdoors on these covered tables. This is currently being used for the queue for Mickey for the character breakfast, but they do have a stage over there, and they'll have performers at night. Just so you see how this is separated, over here is the bar, and then over here is the restaurant. You can see Pluto walking around, and then this fountain goes right up to the lobby, right up there. Now, there's just way too much at this hotel that we have not had the opportunity to look at. Everything from the kids' room to different specialty food and drink options to a lot of these picturesque moments behind me. There's so much here. But I did take a lot of time to learn more about the hotel, more than I could just fit in this small video. So if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Aulani is a great hotel. Whether you're a DVC member, a Disney fan, or whoever you are, I'd recommend coming here. It has been a fantastic vacation for me. I have loved every second I've been here, and expect a lot more videos coming up on the channel from my time here, even though I was here for just a limited time. So thank you so much for watching this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.